All right. What's happening, everybody? Today is a quite nice day today. God is good. We have been blessed with another day. Blessed, all that means is we've been given. We have been given a brand new day. Today is Friday the 13th, actually. And this Friday the 13th has been phenomenal. I got to go see the people I wanted to see today. And I got to chill, sit back, relax. And I just really thought I reflect a little bit today on how this summer is different than my previous summer. My previous summer, I was traveling. This summer, I'm not traveling. And that's quite nice. And I drank Capri Sun today. It's quite nice. That's the Kool-Aid, the pouch juice, the juice in a pouch. And today has been very, very smooth, and I cannot complain about anything because this life that I've been given is very delightful. And my prayer is just for everybody to be all right. You know, everybody's going through something. So this video is probably going to be titled Friday the 13th, not about the movie, the actual day. And today is June 13th, Friday, 2025. My hair is growing a lot, look. A lot. And my videos, I've been making videos every day. I'm gonna keep that going, that consistency, that routine of making a video. All I do is I make a video day by day and see what happens with YouTube. Because YouTube it's just a social media app, just like TikTok, just like Instagram, just like Facebook. It's all for connecting. It's all for communicating. All of this social media literally means to be social online. And they call it social media, where you talk. It's like a telephone, a giant telephone. And apps make communicating easier, no matter how far apart two people are. Yeah. It's quite nice. And I had an idea. I was thinking, how in the world did people keep up with each other in the early 1900s, mid 1900s? That's 1900s, 1920s, 1940s, 1950s. How in the world did they keep up with each other if there was not any internet? Literally, everyone had to tell each other, like, hey, I'm going here. I'll be back at this time. Or there was no time to be back. There was just, I'm going here. And then expect that person to be back. It's all about trust. Trusting. And it was way different back then. We literally had to go out. Well, I wasn't born in the early 1900s. But you literally have to go out to talk to people. There was no social media. So everyone, families, had to communicate and conversate just to keep up with each other. Like, hey, this person's here. This person's there. And they'll be back. That's all there was. You literally have to make meetings. Like, we'll meet here at this time. Or how in the world did they plan events without the internet? Well, there was the radio. The radio was created in the early 1900s. I want to say 1930s. No, radios date back farther than that. Well, my guess is radios were created in the 1930s. That's my guess. I could be incorrect. I did not check. I did not check if I'm correct or not. I'm just guessing. Y'all look it up for me. What year were radios created? Because I know there's the telegraph. That was created first. But that's not really a radio. The telephone was created early on. It was created in the 1950s. Maybe 1940s. Yeah. That's what I would have to say. Because they use the lines like the the telephone lines and the wireless, not wireless, but the wires you see on your street or in the cities, that's to the radio, that's to phones. That is what enables the internet. That is what enables connection upon far spaces, from land to land. So from city to city, from country to country. And the ocean, in order for them to conversate, to communicate with other boats and submarines and things like that, they have radars. The radar picks up around, I don't really know the distance, but it's far. And not only that, they use flares on the ocean. On the ocean, I think they use like the telegraph. They have to type out what's going on. And they probably use phones as well, but I don't really know how phones work on boats because I have not been on a cruise to really think and to really find out how phones work on a boat. And how in the world did I get to phones from literally talking about Friday the 13th? How does that work? I don't know. But do boats have Wi-Fi? Like if you go on a cruise, they probably do have Wi-Fi. I know they have casinos. They have basketball hoops. They have pools, everything. How in the world we have a pool on the ocean? Literally, how does that even work? The ocean is literally a giant pool. It's bottomless. There is no bottom to the ocean. How deep is the ocean? We don't know. No one can go to the bottom of the ocean. No one. Even, I don't want to get too dark in this video, so I ain't gonna talk about it like that. But even anything you drop in the ocean, boom, it will not go to the bottom. I don't even think a penny can go to the bottom of the ocean. Now, let me rethink that. I don't think so. Don't pennies float? I think pennies float after a certain amount of time. I think depending on the lower you go in the ocean, the darker it gets. But not only that, I feel like things float better depending on the lower you go. The density probably changes in the ocean. I do not know. The ocean is not talked about enough. And also, how in the world, if you go to an island, right, they have no wires like we have here in towns, you can't really communicate from that island. It's SOS. That's like send out help. Cannot conversate, cannot connect to a line connecting everybody together. And it's just so interesting to talk about. And be thankful for everything in the moments. Be thankful. This life is so short. Do every moment like it's your last. So every video I make it like it's going to be my last YouTube video. Every video. I don't really put effort into my videos as far as editing. I really stopped that. I want to just put out videos. All my effort goes into the words I say. Like, my words matter. And your words matter. So remember that. Say things that are true. Do as you say and say as you do. Make it simple for yourself. And do y'all think there's gold at the end of a rainbow? Let me know. Because if you use science says that rainbows come from the reflection of the sun on the ocean. Now, I don't think so. I disagree. And that's all right. Because I believe the Bible. The rainbow was created because that's God's promise that he will never flood the earth again. That's what I believe. Now, everyone has a different belief system. We're all individuals here. So remember, Life is short. Trust in God and be calm. This life is going to happen, all right? Don't give up. Do not give up on this life. You don't know what life will bring. You can guess, but your guess may be incorrect. Okay? Remember that. A guess is just a guess at the end of the day. I could say, I guess that in 15 years, YouTube will not exist. I could be wrong. I could be right. But that's my guess. Remember that. 15 years. 15 years from 2025 is 2040. 2040. Remember that. 2040. 2040, 15 years from now? Ain't no way. Snap, we're growing up. Where'd all the time go? Snap. There ain't no way. But, wow. All right. I hope you all enjoyed this video. And God bless you all. And until next time, I hope. Later.